Hey, Whipsnaps, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Little Cup Battles. Doing Little Cup 2 weeks in a row because I just had the itch. And we actually went up against one of our subs and viewers. In the comments, Doorkeeper for Lethal, you'll recognize the Showdown name as well. Has taken part in the took part, I guess, in the last several weeks of the Gray version as well, Celine Eleanor. So, got challenged to a Little Cup battle while I was waiting for some Gray version battles. Happened to actually have a little bit of time, so I figured, why not? I'm always up for some Little Cup, so we went to town. And Celine was excited. Or I don't. What do you? I guess I never really asked what you actually want to be referred to by, either Celine or Eleanor or Doorkeeper for Lethal, whatever. But been giving me suggestions, or had been giving me suggestions the last several weeks on, different strategies, and especially was touting the nose pass and Little Cup and things like that. And so they were excited to get to show some of those sorts of things. And they take an early dominance in the battle. They're taking out Siler, my Abra, very quickly. Dewskull's then going to switch in. Zoidberg, my physically attacking Corphish, has been burned. Lol is going to go ahead and get confused there, and then is going to take some serious damage to itself with the confusion. Celine also suggested that I put Shedskin on Scrafty as opposed to Moxie, the confusion and the burn might, a situation like this might actually warrant that. I don't know. Moxie comes in handy a lot too, though, so which we might see in the next battle, maybe. So I don't know, but there are definitely strategies to both. You don't see a lot of people doing statusy type stuff in Little Cup, in my experience. But when you do come across somebody using a little bit of a deeper strategy, it's definitely worthwhile. But so took an early lead in the battle there. We're down 3-4, had been 3-3. Depth Charge comes in though, and is going to be doing some good work there. Going to, at the very least, finish off the Dewskull, get rid of the Nose Pass's Berry Juice. Squirtle comes in with the Fake Out, which obviously Depth Charge is going to flinch. But we do have a resting Sleep Talk Depth Charge, and so going to go ahead and sleep, and we're going to get the Sleep Talk going here. So I believe we're going to throw up a Scald here. Yep, so we get the Scald off. The Nose Pass has already used up its Berry Juice, so no more healing for him. And then the Air Slash on the second Sleep Talk finishes off the Nose Pass. So that works out very nicely. Spore comes in, the Anorith activates its Berry Juice, and so is going to get back up to full health. Depth Charge throws up that Scald, which is going to get it very, very close, but is going to switch out there into the Squirtle. The Scald going to land, though resisted, not doing a ton. But at least we know Anorith, when it switches in next, is going to be dead. And so Depth Charge helping us there with its longevity, the good defenses, and the resting and sleep talking combo, able to help us get back on track with the battle as it finishes off the Squirtle, bringing us into the advantage point with numbers here. So we're now 3-2, and Anorith, did I not have... Maybe I didn't have Rocks down. For some reason I was thinking Anorith would die when it switched in, but it did not. I was remembering incorrectly. As Depth Charge goes down, Fumesy switches in, finishes off the Anorith. Doyle switches in, but is going to get hit with a Flamethrower there. I was hoping I could get the Leech Seed up on Coughing or Round Smell in order to help Fumesy out a little bit, because these guys are kind of evenly matched, so it kind of is tough for us using the exact same strategies to necessarily be able to take each other down. But Fumesy able to get a good pain split off to level the playing field a little bit more, and then winning the speed tie there, we're able to finish off Round Smell and win the battle. So thank you so much for the battle there. Very, very close, and what a fun little cup battle there. That's why you play all the rounds, because I thought for sure I was going to lose there, but then Depth Charge helped turn things around, and Fumesy does what Fumesy generally does and pulls it out in the end. It's amazing to me how frequently I end up relying on Coughing or Wheezing to sweep through the last couple of Pokemon. So, thank you so much for the battle, Celine Eleanor. I truly appreciate it. It was a good long one there, and so I had a lot of fun. So thank you for the challenge. I love getting to test off some teams, so something fishy, getting a good start out of the gate. But let's check out the second battle for this week. Here we go. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Battle number 2 up against Alcuador Dorado. Oh gosh, that was bad. I apologize if that's a name or some word that I should probably be able to say, but I didn't, and I can't. Doyle is up and going to throw up the rocks and the paralysis, which will then allow me to switch into Fumesy, who will then get paralyzed by their own Ferroseed. Fumesy's going to take a Bullet Seed, which is going to do a little bit of damage to him, not too much. And he throws up the Flamethrower, which would normally one-shot, but they've got the light screen up, so they're getting some good protection there. But we're still able to get pretty good damage going on the Ferroseed, so that works out pretty nicely. Bronzor then going to switch into the Flamethrower. I switch out because obviously I don't want to waste Fumesy on, you know, getting Psychicked or whatever. Switch into the Dark type, hoping to get an immunity, but they throw up the Rock Slide, which is almost just as good because the Fighting type resists rocks, so that works out nicely. Lol then is going to get the Moxie boost there, which is going to work out pretty nicely for us here at this point. Throw up the Knockoff, which is going to get us a little bit of Iron Barb action, but in the end we finished off a Pokemon, so I'll take it as worth it, and we get the 2x attack bonus now, so able to knock off the Armara, doing good work there, getting the Moxie going. I like using Moxie on Scraggy because Scraggy can do a little bit of cleanup and get a couple of boosts going, then I don't have to waste a turn on Dragon Dance or whatever, which oftentimes I find if you take a turn to set up with Scraggy, he doesn't last long enough to get much going. So Lol goes down, Sylar going to switch into the Corphish and go down 2, so suddenly we're down 2 Pokemon, but we'd still have 4 to their 2, so not super worried about it. At this point, Doyle coming in and throwing up the Leech Seed and the Paralysis as Corphish starts setting up the attack. So we're going to go ahead and protect here, letting the Leech Seed and the Paralysis do its work as Fumesy switches in, taking a Waterfall, and he's also going to go down. So suddenly our defensive core is pretty weak. But we do still have depth charge in that area, and Zoidberg thankfully able to come in and thanks to the paralysis get the knockoff going, finish off the boosted Corphish and get us through. Zoidberg then switches out. Doyle's going to come in because Zoidberg is choice banded, so he couldn't switch moves, and I wanted to be able to use the Aqua Jet, so I kind of sacrificed Doyle there, bring Zoidberg back in, and going to throw up the Aqua Jet to finish off the Tortuga. I always say Tortuga, and I don't know why. But Tortuga goes down, and we win the battle. So thank you so much for watching today, guys. Dusting off the Something Fishy team is fun. Working through all our teams at this point. So yeah, it's been good. But if you guys have suggestions on tiers you guys would like to see me battle in, feel free to let me know. I'm always open to suggestions, and if I feel like actually doing one of those tiers, we'll do it. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Grain. You guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see y'all back here next time. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.